Welcome to the Callum's Corner Iceberg. Callum's Corner is a British vlogger and internet sensation, initially blowing up in July 2016 with his famous Tic Tac Head video. First of all, credit to Reddit user, Father of the Pigeons, for creating this iceberg. Without any further context, let's move into Tier 1.
Let me hear you say yeah!
This entry really needs no introduction. This is the most popular video on Callum's channel, amassing 5 million views at the time of writing the script. In this video, Callum confronts the haters, exclaiming his famous quotes such as that he can crush peanut M&Ms between his fingers, and that he doesn't find kittens or dogs cute, and saying that names will be taken and that he will shame his haters in a video, which ironically never was made, to my knowledge.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Callum Adams is Callum's Corner's real name. That's really all there is to this entry.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Will Any is a popular British commentary and vlogging YouTuber. In 2016, at the height of Callum's popularity, Will made many videos on Callum, namely in his This Week on the Internet series. By no surprise, Callum was fucking livid and made many video responses to Will, and for a while were not on good terms. However, in June 21, Callum and Will collabed on a ball throwing competition. Right, or as Callum likes to call it, Callum Ball. In this video, they seemed on good terms with each other and finally resolved the drama. Notably, this was the first and last Callum Ball episode, which we're going to get back to later.
Let me hear you say yeah!
In 2020, Will and he released a video called Describing 100 YouTubers in One Word. I think you know where this is going. When Stephen tries how to describe Callum in one word, he described him with the word register, which obviously references the sex offender registry. Obviously, as you can assume, Callum yet again didn't take too kindly to this and responded to this on 7th of August 2019, saying that he felt betrayed and after trying to teach him self-defense. Not soon after, Callum recorded this track called Stephen Tried, more on that later. Stephen soon responded with a diss with Callum reacting not long after. In this track, Stephen leaks Callum's old name, Sanjay, from an old LinkedIn profile. In a strange turn of events, Stephen reacted to Callum's reaction, clearly trying to annoy Callum. It worked. Callum soon responded to this, ending the beef after more than a year.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Tom Stockdale is another YouTuber and well-known musician who used to frequently collaborate with Callum and is described as a good mate of his. He is known for helping Callum with his music video and songs. These include Stephen Tried, Here We Come, and many others.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Callum Does the Internet is Callum's second channel, where he reacts to important topics and recently his subreddit. As of writing the script, this channel hasn't had an upload in 5 months, cementing his very infrequent upload schedule. This channel is mainly known for staging the Ian Moore beef, as Cal initially reacts to Ian Moore's TikToks, which spiraled into beef, and eventually yet another diss track uploaded onto the main channel.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Lenny is a Saint Bernard, and is Callum's dog. He has had him since the 9th of January 2020, where he announces he bought him in the video, I Got a Puppy, Meet My 7-week-old Saint Bernard. He named the dog after Will Lenny, also known as Will and E, and the character from Of Mice and Men. He's featured in many other YTVs along with Eddie, which we will mention later.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Eddie is another character which is prominently featured in many of the YTPs which are made about Callum and his family and friends. Eddie is Callum's nephew and son of the sister which he says he likes. Not much is known about Eddie, as Callum has purposely not showed him in many videos, as the YTPs were just too much for Callum and his family. However, people still use his old clips for new YTPs.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Keith was used in a memeless video trolling flat earthers in which George and Will used a profile using Callum's picture and the name Keith, saying that Cal looked like a flat earther. This caused Callum to get in some beef with Will and George for a short while.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Michelle is Callum's ex-girlfriend who he broke up in 2016 amidst her sticking her finger up his ass. Anyway, later on, Callum wanted her back and asked her to meet and reconcile over a Big Mac. Long story short, she didn't turn up. This led to the infamous video, My Head Does Like a Sodding Tic Tac, You Win, I Give Up, in which he is just quite sad for 2 minutes. Fucking morbid, Callum.
Let me hear you say yeah!
Gav and Nige are 2 of Callum's supposed friends. I believe Nige briefly appeared in the Algeria vlog and Gav is just shy at FIFA.
me hear you say yeah.
Amy is Callum's younger sister. He dislikes her for her oppressive vegan beliefs, amongst other things, such as her commitment to relationships, or lack thereof. There have been multiple rants about Amy, one including Callum ranting about how she returned toys he gifted his nieces in exchange for fair trade gifts. That's poor of you.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The YouTube poop is a type of video mashup or edit created by remixing or editing pre-existing media sources. There have been multiple made for Callum to react to on his infamous meme reviews. These are known to rile Callum up, but he's become more just to them as they get more saturated.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Meme reviews are a fan favourite sub-series on the corner. As referenced in an earlier entry, Callum reacts to YTPs surrounding him and a supporting cast of characters in the corner. These usually make Callum rage quit, or as he puts it, a calm break as the conditions are no longer hospitable. Bullshit.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Challenge videos are another sub-series of the corner, in which Callum attempts an strange challenge, often limiting himself to one food or drink source for a small amount of time. For a self-titled alpha male, he does have an awful win-lose ratio.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Callum's mum is a heavily referenced character in the corner, specifically her tits. From my knowledge, she has never appeared in the corner. However, her Facebook has been leaked on multiple occasions, leaking her face and full name.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Ian Moore is a middle-aged man who had a brief spout of beef with Callum's corner over a video Callum made reacting to the inordinate amount of food he eats. This ended with a diss track dropped on Ian by Callum.
Let me hear you say yeah.
No More is the diss track Callum dropped on Ian Moore amidst the beef. This included many digs at Ian's weight and alleged sexual deviance. Admittedly, mate, it sounds like it was recorded in the Bermuda fucking Triangle. I mean, Callum, seriously, fix your fucking audio, man.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The lockdown vlogs are seen by many as the peak of the corner on the YouTube side. Callum was exceedingly consistent with his uploads due to his boredom. He was so bored, in fact, he drank his own piss for a week. No joke. He actually fucking did that.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The toaster incident refers to when the corner found his Bristol address and sent Callum a load of used toasters. He responded and reviewed him in the video "People Keep Sending Me Toasters," further caving in his sanity. He vlogged with the toaster in London as a celebration of hitting 300k subscribers on YouTube.
Let me hear you say yeah.
This name is used to trick Callum into saying a certain slur, no prize for guessing which one. Callum famously fell for this in a clip floating around the internet of him sounding like he said a certain word beginning with N. This is heavily used against him in the streams by chat.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Penny is Callum's latest addition to his family. Refuting his said hatred of cats, he initially made a challenge video out of it. By loving Penny, or as he calls Penny, he decided to keep her. He later regained possession of Penny amidst a feud with his mother.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Philip Schofield is a former ITV presenter. Callum says as a young lad he loved watching Philip Schofield, and later made a video saying, "I'm only gay for Philip Schofield." That aged well, didn't it? During this chaotic period, Callum made a heartfelt response saying that he would make a diss track on Philip Schofield, one of his many broken promises.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Jimmy Savile is another disgraced former UK television host. He is used as a recurring joke in YTPs aimed towards Callum and heavily referenced in TTS donations on stream.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Known as the Virgin Killer due to his motives, he performed the Isle of Vista massacre in 2014. For some reason, the corner has a habit of picking the most deplorable individuals to become side characters in the corner.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Stream trolling refers to an hour and a half every night of Callum being exposed to the most awful act of brutality and lust, through the medium of media requests and donations. This keeps the stream watchable, as to be honest, Cal, the gameplay is genuinely atrocious, even on games made for little fucking kids.
Let me hear you say yeah.
These are two of Callum's previous jobs that he performed in Bristol. I can understand why he quit, to be honest. Trying to clean in Bristol is like trying to buy bacon in Bradford. Bloody impossible.
Let me hear you say yeah.
No Nonsense is a diss track made on all nonces around the world, alive or dead, by Callum. The lyrics are excessively repetitive, and the nauseating effects used in the video make no sense. The jingle for donos on Callum's stream originated from this, so that's at least something.
Let me hear you say yeah.
This originates from one of Callum's most furious rants on this channel. This fan's member of the corner sending a not-so-discreet package towards Callum's door containing a chlamydia testing kit. Callum believes the whole village were gossiping about this, and they believed he has the clap.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Piglata was a planned competition between Callum's guinea pigs at the time, Jeremy Corbyn, Richard Nixon, and Henry Kissinger. This would have been similar to an Olympics event, but with guinea pigs. He never further elaborated on this, cementing this as another false promise.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Adam's cake is the dish representing Callum's family. It's a cheesecake composed of ginger nuts and a very important sprinkle of a flake on top. In retaliation to his greedy mother, Callum leaked the recipe for Adam's cake on his channel, broadcasting his incompetence with an electric mixer.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The Adams Family Summit is an important event in the Adams family happening every 5 years. This is where important decisions are made which impact the whole family. This is done on a vote-based system where you get no votes when you're under 20, over 20 you get 1 vote, over 40 you get 2 votes, and over 60 you get 3 votes. In the most recent summit, Callum dropped the heirloom into his glass of Coke, getting mocked by his whole family.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Sanjay Bennett is an alternate name for Callum used on his LinkedIn to find work, as when you look up Callum Adams, you get awful things thrown in your face, such as sucking dogs off for quavers.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Poo stream is a common trolling technique used on the Twitch streams, where the chat constantly asks Callum to take a shit live on stream. Despite Callum's clear answer, chat still constantly asks for it, as for some reason, it triggers Callum.
Let me hear you say yeah.
As referred to earlier, the urine drinking video surrounds Callum drinking his own piss for a week, later mixing it with squash and tea, making a rhyme about it because he strangely enjoyed it so much. He quickly took down the video as people in his village apparently gave him weird looks after its upload.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Another one of Callum's deleted videos, Callum dresses up in revealing clothing and for some reason actually shows these images on video. Later on, Callum took down this video out of sheer embarrassment and accusations of a small cock. Wonder why? This is sadly the closest we'll ever get to a Callum's Corner OnlyFans. Like the urine video, copies of this video still exist if you look hard enough.
Let me hear you say yeah.
This is a Facebook exclusive video in response to allegations that he had a tiny todger. In summary, he just talks about his cock for 2 minutes flat, trying to disprove the allegations with strangely specific measurements. Thanks for that, Callum.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Callum has threatened to release diss tracks on 3 people who have wronged him: Prince Andrew, Pyrocynical, and Tommy Innit. He apparently has recorded these diss tracks and has made pathetic excuses for lack of diss track. Either he has changed his mind, or he was body conscious. That's poor of you, Callum.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The bread incident describes when an Asda delivery driver got told to deliver a shit ton of cheap white bread to go with his abundance of toasters. However, when told to leave, the driver asked to speak to his mum. This is because of a special request placed to the driver, where it states, if a tall, bald man comes to the door, ask to talk to his mum, as he is autistic. This is seen as a high point for the corner.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The Google Maps incident describes when the corner left explicit reviews on places close to Callum's old place of residence in Benbridge. A large target was the local co-op due to Callum's incessant mention of said co-op.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The Facebook videos predate the YouTube corner, showing the corner's true origin. This is where Callum got called a Tic Tac in the comments. Callum stopped posting on Facebook due to his YouTube taking off at the time.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Naked Mine is a popular content creator known for making increasingly disturbing content, usually involving his own shit. Multiple videos are bought for Callum, which Callum reacted to on video and on a rare kick stream, making him gag.
me hear you say yeah.
A pick pack was a failed retaliation Tic Tac after the incident. This was planned to be a salt flavour to represent the saltiness and toxicity of his community at the time. This went to rest until Tic Tac released a salted popcorn flavour where Callum was furious on video and asked for compensation. But this never happened.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The FF, also known as the Filth Ferrets, a group of the corner which take the piss out of Callum in most excessive ways possible. A stream exclusive, this group donates the most vile, atrocious media known to man.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The rumour that Callum is autistic originates from the fact Callum shows highly autistic tendencies in videos and streams alike. This is further proof by Callum's reluctancy to do an autism test live on stream, presumably already knowing the results.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The rumour that Callum is Nick and Martin presumably stems from the fact that they are both bald and are both of similar age. That's really all there is to it.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The plan when Callum eventually passes away is that he will pass down his corner to his nephew Eddie. This is only after Callum reaches his expected age of 120, unrealistic expectations considering he's already going senile at 42.
Let me hear you say yeah.
The final entry of this iceberg is that Callum's friends, Gav and Nige, aren't actually real and are figments of his imagination. This could relate to Callum's possible schizophrenia, considering he just hears random noises on stream that we cannot hear. Not me, how could so much content surround a middle-aged bloke from Blackburn? Especially some of the later entries. If you stayed this long in the video, you don't know how much I appreciate it, as this took ages of research to put together. Thanks for watching, have a good one.